Hi, this is my first upload in probably a month, and I know my last upload was about that my mom had died, and I, I've just been very busy. It's just been very hard, but I've decided for a lot of reasons I really want to start uploading again regularly even before the yard sale season starts again. And I'm actually reading off a little script here. So bear with me because I've just had a lot of time to think about a lot of things, and I just want to share this with you. I called this video My Life in One Take, or 3 is a Magic Number. So I'm just updating with my life story. And the fact is, after my mother died, I did go to a very dark place, and it was just hard to pull myself out. It was hard to even reach out for the help I needed. And I had someone say to me, well, why didn't you call me when you were this upset? It's like, because I could barely climb out of the bed. I mean, that's how it was. I didn't have the energy to make phone calls. I just didn't. And here's the thing, people are really kind and they really do reach out. And sometimes when you're going through grief, it's just really hard to meet them back because you're just in a very weakened state. On top of that, my work schedule continues to be insane. And the fact is, I've come to realize it's going to be that way at least for the next couple of years until we get at least, some of the kids out of college. And that's just how it is. On top of that, the last time I uploaded, I found out that the Capture app that I was using to help me edit and my videos didn't keep up with the iPhone updates, and so I'm not able to edit anymore. I have to do my videos until I figure something out, and I am going to learn this. But in the meantime, I kind of have to do everything in one take. And whatever the thumbnail comes up is going to be the thumbnail I have. So it's hard because the thumbnails always seem to catch me making a really weird and heinous face, but that's how it is. And not that I'm great at editing, I never was. I still had a huge learning curve ahead of me, and that's how it is. Don't mind me as I'm flipping pages over here, and I don't really have a long time for a learning curve. So that's my title, My Life in One Take. So the next one, 3 is a Magic Number. I know there's a song, it's very cute, but this is what I mean by that. My personal feeling is that 3 is a habit. 3 is a collection. If something happens 3 times, it's significant. It's not really based on anything. It's just something I've always felt and always gone by. So when it comes to health and wellness, if I have 3 days of vomiting, if I have 3 days of fever, I stop medicating myself and I go to a doctor. I figure at this point, this is beyond my ability to deal with, and I'll go to the doctor. I'll get professional help. But I also go by this in my personal life because we all have problems. We all have day-to-day, we feel like we're putting out fires. We feel like we're playing whack-a-mole. One problem gets solved, the other one comes up. But it has happened a couple of times in my life that it just seems like several things are falling apart badly at the same time. So if I've got 3 major tragedies or 3 major areas of my life that are just simply out of whack, I'll stop and reevaluate my life, and that's where I'm at. So I've shared with you tragedy number 1, that my mother died. I actually have 2 major things that are unfolding issues that I'm dealing with, that I'm heavily involved in. I'm not going to discuss them, not because I'm trying to be Little Miss Mysterious over here, but they involve other people's stories. I'm not in a place where I can discuss it, but just suffice it to say, I'm dealing with 3 parts of my life that have gotten out of whack. So I'm really at a crisis point, and I need to pull myself together to deal with my grief, to deal with the other issues that are demanding my time and attention. And I also feel like I've been living in a reactive place, that a thing happens, I react to it, as opposed to being proactive to making things happen. Now, I actually came to a crisis within a crisis. About a month ago, I just couldn't handle everything. I just cried. I was in such a dark place, and I realized this is not good. There are things I could be doing. I started journaling. I started taking walks and exercising. I don't have a lot of time to exercise, but on my day off, I exercise. Even if it's just, if I'm at work, even if it's just, if I have a couple minutes of privacy and I do a few jumping jacks just to get the blood going. Weirdly, although I've been snacking a lot on chocolate and chips, which is bad, I haven't gained weight because I kind of go between eating bad, eating good, not eating, overeating. Somehow it balanced out with my weight, but I don't feel like I'm healthy. I feel like I should be eating way more salads and a lot less candy bars, but that's another thing for another time. I've also let a lot of things go. So I've been journaling. I've been doing a little more exercising, but it's still a rough road. And I've let a lot of things go, including my health and my looks. I haven't worn makeup in forever. I haven't done anything with my hair in forever, and I need to start reclaiming this. I've also been putting undue energy into unsatisfying relationships, and I realize I need to focus on the ones that nurture me. And I don't want to give the impression that I think that other people are out there to soothe me. They're not. Other people are carrying their own crosses and burdens and challenges. But, right? But if I'm putting a lot of energy calling the same person, sending out messages to them, not really getting much back, but I've got this other person who really is meeting me where I'm at, then that's the person I need to be concentrating more on. And I'm not a person who burns bridges. I will not stop being friends with the person. We might fade away from each other, but I've also had the experience where someone I haven't talked to, we faded away. And then a couple years later, one of us reached out to the other, and we kind of rekindled that friendship. And so I'm trying to concentrate on the people who have been there for me without turning my back on the people who are fading out of my life, with the knowledge they might come back someday. It's okay. I'm trying not to do this in a spirit of animosity. Well, you weren't there that day. Just that it is what it is in the moment. Conversely, because of everything going on, I've also been kind of avoiding people. I feel like I'm still going to I have a book club, and I also have a Bible study at my church. And I have nights where I know I have to go and my stomach clenches because I don't have the energy to deal with people. But that's also not good. You don't want to isolate yourself when you're grieving or when you're challenged. So, and the fact is, it's also hard to expose my brokenness and weakness to people who seem to have it all together. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. No, not everyone has it together. Nobody has it together. But they look pretty good on the outside, and I'm feeling pretty weak. But I'm trying to get over my own fear and be more sociable than I have been. So I want to reclaim the social part of my life. And in conclusion, I also want to say this. I do have blessings in my life. I've got my husband, my kids, my home. As much as I complain about my job, I have a job. And these are great blessings, and I am very, very grateful. And I don't want to lose fact ever that these are blessings, and that not everybody has blessings in their life, and we all have our challenges. And I don't want to be all doom and gloom and it's okay to be authentic and say I'm suffering in this area, but it's also good to have that gratitude and remember that there are still good things in the world. I'm still drawing breath, So these are my blessings. I don't want to take them for granted. This is what I'm going through. I've decided to start YouTubing again because I really enjoy it. I love watching everybody's videos, and it's really an interesting, modern, unique way of communicating. And thank you so much for listening to my 9-minute talk. Oh, gracious. Okay. And that's it. Have a great day. Bye.